Okay, take two. Cat's in. Fingers crossed. So, well, no, she's definitely in, but I've got 3 cats, and so yeah, fingers crossed there's going to be no more interruptions. So, disclaimer, my thoughts and opinions, please don't take me down because I'm going against the recommended advice. It's just what I think on it, right? And also, I swear. Now, tomorrow we've got an emergency alert going out to everybody in the UK with an eligible phone, and I think it's 4 and 5G phones only that will get it. Don't quote me again. It's just what I've heard. So 3 p.m. tomorrow, people are going to get an emergency alert. Now, according to the government, right, who we can trust, as we know, this is so that we can be made aware if there is something such as an earthquake or a tsunami, some kind of extinction level event. Now, what we'd need that for, because there is nothing, no such thing as like an air raid shelter in the UK. We don't have any emergency preparedness in place at all for the UK, other than for the elite, obviously, for the rich bastards. They've got their bunkers and this, that, and the other. Us, we haven't got that, right? So it's like even if a nuclear bomb was going to land, there is fuck all we can do except bend over and kiss our asses goodbye. Do you know what I mean? Not one quick one out while you lie on your deathbed. That kind of, like that dude in Pompeii. Like it is pointless, right? In my personal opinion, right? Rishi Sunak has urged people to not turn it off, so it's dodgy when the UK government is telling you no, please, you need this on. Why do I need it on? Because obviously a lot more. She's destroying the kitchen now. Love you, princess. A lot of people are going and switching it off. I've switched off notifications on my phone, but like I say, I don't think I've got a suitable. I'm looking at the fucking thing. Yeah, so people are switching off their notifications, and there are other people who are just not putting the phone on all day, this, that, and the other. But that's just as crazy tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorists. Do you know what I'm saying? That's as literally the unvaccinated ones, those without myocarditis. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, so the majority of people will allow. I mean, it's like when I first heard about it, I was like, well, I'm going to do it'd be quite fun. Let's see what goes on. And then as it's gone on, somebody said, like, maybe like you have to press something and it's like it installs some track and trace thing on your phone. And I'm like, I got out of track and trace, mate. You ain't fucking pulling me in with that. You are not tying me to you in any way, shape or form. As long as I have the knowledge of how to get out of that, no, I do not trust my government one single fucking jot, not a single fucking jot, to have my welfare at heart. It's either they're taking people's money, it's about profit, or it's about killing us off. Now, I know this sounds apocalyptic, and I know a lot of people don't believe that they have a depopulation agenda, but they kept us locked into our houses until we accepted something that is now provably in a court of law being acknowledged as killing people. It's the thing. Like, my personal opinion, I am quoting the newspaper, but it's my personal opinion, so feel free to ignore any of that, right? So I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And especially because Itchy Ballsack came out and said, no, please, he pled with us. Pleaded, he did. Oh, no, please have it. It's like, right, what's your fucking agenda then, mate? This is nothing you do is for my benefit. Not a fucking thing. Why am I meant to believe this is? Anyways, I've just fucking hit me, innit? It's like I saw that frisbee and it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it hit me. Yeah, been hit with frisbee of truth. Well, maybe it's the truth. This makes the most sense to me. Track and trace thing was something. It's not about emergency alerts Do you know what I mean? I find shit out sooner on Facebook than I do from anywhere else, mate. But so it's like we don't have earthquake. Well, we do, because they frack our green and pleasant land to fuck. So there is a chance that there will be an emergency. But like I say, there's nothing in place to deal with that. So why bother telling us? Why this huge thing? So yeah, my advice, you can switch off your alerts. You can switch off your phone. But what I really would like for everybody to do is, if you live anywhere near a 5G tower, get the fuck out of Dodge and don't come like half an hour before and don't come back till half hour after. Because 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, them fuckers are gonna be lit up like fucking Vegas, mate. Not literally, obviously, because they don't have lights on them, but the amount of radiation being pumped out of 5G towers tomorrow at 3 o'clock is gonna be fucking devastating. Now, before they went up, which they still did in 2020 when everybody else was in lockdown, the government was busy putting up 5G towers. They were safe, they ain't dead, right? But before the 5G towers went up, I watched a video, somebody in America that got 2 5G towers, and they walked down the middle and there were just dead birds, and there were fucking shit tons of dead there were bumblebees just dropping out of the sky in front of them on the thing. Do you know what I mean? That's just the distance in between these 2 5G towers. Tomorrow, every fucking 5G tower in the entirety of the UK is gonna go. Do not, please, if you value your health and the health of your loved ones, get the fuck away from 5G towers tomorrow afternoon. Please, please, and ask your loved ones to do the same. Just go for a fucking walk out in nature. Just be away. You can have your emergency alerts. That's perfectly fine. Just do not be near a 5G tower, please, for me. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon, and I love you all. Bye. Yeah, she says, when she can't even press a fucking button. But I know what 5G towers do. Of course, who cares?